All right, so we're going to take our little plates that we made for the little lights that I'm going to put up under here, and we're going to go ahead and set them up in here where we want them, and we're just going to tack weld them. Yeah, these gloves here getting burned out. They got too many holes burned in them. We'll put some gloves on a little bit thicker this morning. Gloves there is made for grinding, they ain't made for hot sparks like welding. That old grinding mess ain't quite as hot. see them fellas on the internet. They get on that Facebook, start making them a little, video like you making there. They get a couple followers. Then they'll become the best in the world. Ain't nobody else. Can't do nothing but them. Huh? You still ain't no good, buddy. You all right. They plenty of people out there that do super good work. Ever who out there thinks they're the best, there's always somebody else out there that's putting in more work than you are. It's going to be a little bit better. So I wouldn't worry about wasting my whole life trying to act like I'm the best at something. It's a waste of time. This working mess is for the birds anyway. People get involved in a bunch of work and machines and big jobs and all that just so it makes you feel like you accomplished something. You're wasting time. Your whole life's going by and you dedicate it only to, trying to act like you're important. You ain't important. Nobody's important. You're important to your immediate family and the people that care about you. But other than that, you're not important. It don't matter how much money you got, how much jobs you got, or how big your house is, or none of that. You ain't important. If you fall over and somebody finds you in a ditch somewhere, they'll talk about you for a day or two and then you finish. You're gone. Don't waste your whole life trying to think you're important, because you ain't. Sooner you figure that out, the better off you be. The sun gonna come up and the sun gonna go back down, whether you hear or not. Anybody. Only one's gonna miss you is your own people. Just like all these movie stars that die and pass away or whatever. Yeah, they'll have them on TV for a minute because it's news. That's something that they can get a story out of. But how many times you heard about them before they died? They don't mean nothing. Just like the boy Theo that just passed away, drowned. How many times you hear somebody mention his name before he drowned? And then he drowned, and then all of a sudden, everybody loves him to death for a minute. And next week, he'll be a memory. They'll move on to something else. The next big story. I said, we're a long ways away from getting to finish stage where I'm going to be putting it on smooth and trying to avoid any kind of little pinholes, but I'm not really caring about that right on this first coat. I got something that'll take it off pretty easy. Now, if I had to get out here and sand this mess with my hand with a little block, now I'd be more concerned about how it went on there. I used to have to sand it like that. Back when I was young, I was 15 years old when I first started trying to mess with stuff like that on old dents and mess on cars. And I didn't have many power tools. I had hand tools. And I hated that stuff there because it was hard to sand, especially with your hand. Yep, hard sand. We got a little bit left, not much, but we got a little bit left. Might be a pine in there. So out of that whole gallon, that's what I got left with the first rough coat. All right, so we got the tabs welded on up under the fenders for the lights. We got a skim coat of, first coat of fiberglass filler over some of the rough metal. And what I'm gonna do is I got to go to work now. I got something I got to go do. So we're gonna leave this right here and we're gonna go get in the truck. We're gonna go do some work and then we'll come back another day. Or we may come back this evening. It depends on how late I work. So if I don't work too late, I'll come back and I may get the sander and sand it off right here. Start shaping this first coat up. But a lot of people don't like you know, they want to have a primer coat or something on the metal before they put the fiberglass on it. But it depends on what you're doing. I mean, if this was an old classic car or something, maybe. But this thing is not going to get any moisture on it. By the time I get done with it, it was clean metal. There's no rust on it. We got it sanded down smooth and got it coated right away where there's no moisture in the air, no kind of rust getting on the metal. It's scratched up good, so that's the way I like to put mine on. A lot of people do it whatever way they want to do it, but that's just the way I do it. So let's get out of here and go take care of some business.